Hello, everyone. Boy, it's been a while since I did that one. Yep, Joe still hates it. Welcome to Mongers' bundle of podcasts. Now, if you're listening to this on one of our audio podcast hosts, then hopefully you're aware of the rest of our network. We have lots of shows. And in the new year, we're going to have possibly more shows. We have dug up not one, not two, four brand new GMs, and we're going to give them a one-shot series. And if you like the show at the end of that series, and we think we can manage it and dig up a little extra money, then we're going to produce these shows. And you won't have to put up with, well, that and me in the GM's chair. I am looking forward to playing. I am looking forward to Rob Hammond one-shot, jumping us through the levels, playing Starfinder, sponsored by Fantasy Grounds, building us up quickly to level 7, where we're going to unleash a little podcast called Static Fear in the Starfinder universe, playing Frequency of Screams. We've been sitting on the Pure Steam Splat book for Pathfinder First Edition with Philip Trout for a year, and he is going to bring us a one-shot of Cadaverous Cogs, where he's converting Carrion Crown and adding the Pure Steam steampunk genre to it. Now, the book has an alternate America, but we've decided the original Carrion Crown, done with a huge brass and brown is the new black kind of twist, will suit us just fine. Watch for that in the new year. We had a good go with Jared Mercer in our Simply Second Edition podcast. There was a lot of drinking and dicking around involved, I will admit it, but we're ready to give him a serious go new year and have a home brew Pathfinder Second Edition podcast to go alongside our our latest, greatest, and Matt, Age of Ashes is our biggest show now. Matt? Woohoo! Oh, there he is. Not in the podcasting world, in the vodcasting world, in the live stream world, on YouTube. People don't show up live Friday night. People are kind of checking it out a little bit on a podcast, but our YouTube channel just went crazy. And we thank you. We thank the community for checking us out and not just judging us by one podcast. But tonight, our favorite and very first podcast, it is, and I really don't like to date things, but I have to. This weekend, the last of the Skywalker saga has aired. It's out there. All we can do is continue to watch the spaghetti western, which is Baby Yoda with the Mandalorian, for extra hope. And we, hopefully tonight, will end with a lovely little boss fight. Season 2 of We Shot First. Gentlemen, going around the house, our stars of our show, Matt Witt is in the house tonight.
Hey everybody, how's it going?
Playing Rahal Oberys, the noble scoundrel. Ain Willems, our secret force using Syrian Jedi.
What's up?
Always okay. And speaking of always being in character, the not always present, but definitely the guy you always listen and perk up when he says his lines, always in character, Jay Tamlin playing Dr. Leth tonight.
The introductions never end, do they?
Where would Rahal be without his faithful sidekick? Been beat up 3 times, killed almost twice, but is still running and gunning. Ryan Messina playing Merrick the Mercenary tonight.
Gone very high. I'm impressed.
Starting off as an auxiliary character in episode 8. Fleeing, abandoning a perfectly good crew, led by Commander Leopard, played by myself. Old Man Zinn, the sniper, the scout, instantly adopted. But did we ever really trust him? Maybe tonight we can earn that trust. Frank Hamilton's in the house playing Old Man Zinn.
Hey everybody, how's it going?
And last but not least, just because they need a pilot, and he has no problem sitting in the room and not technically being a player and only playing when he's called upon. Well, we called upon him because Rahal dragged him into the dungeon, and now he's our point man, our tactician, our pilot. And again, you guys just pick up these wandering hobos and just instantly trust them, because the audience knows. You know, I've hacked his brain. He's in there. Something's going on with Haas the Cyborg. Mr. Joe Gibson is in the house.
Hello.
Gentlemen, I believe I have to start some battle music, even though we're not in a battle, we're between battles. But you know what? Somebody sent those guards downstairs to surround and take care of you. And it didn't happen. And just to quickly recap for those that missed the last episode, coming up a stairwell and finding a secret door, yay! Haas peeks into the main audience chamber of Darga the Hutt's palace on the burnt-out, war-torn Namoidian world. A Namoidian world called Cadia Nemoria, which was a colony. Don't forget those giant Chinese moss-covered mountains, big banana hammocks of steel holding up an entire city. And here we are, peeking around a room. It is dark in here, Haas. But across from you, kitty corner, we see one Ignen Demos, the matradomo of Darga's. And he's in conversation with a hologram of a person that none of you have ever seen or met or even heard the voice of in a cutscene. But one of us has read a message because he says a name of a ship. And when he dropped that name, and yes, it's quiet enough in here that everyone down the line hears the name of that ship. Somebody sits his pants, I bet. The darkened audience chamber is much different than when you left it. And the crime lord holds court in it. Gone is the huge cacophony of music that Darga normally has piped in, and the smell of smoke has all but dissipated. Instead, the chamber remains nearly silent, dimly lit, free of all the excess that the hut brings to the room. The dais sits empty, and a small shaft of light shines down from the ceiling, creating brightly illuminated circles on the floor, but only provide faint ambient light around them. Across the room, illuminated by the hologram of the man he's speaking to, this slender Namoidian is dressed in robes of dark green and blues, with a ceremonial headdress that makes him seem taller than he truly is. The major domo moves with grace, radiating both elegance and superiority, and his red eyes seem to focus on a distant spot, as though seeing something no one else sees. Just as the hollow figure winks out, Haas witnessed a conversation. Sorry, you're going to have to listen back. I'm not going to spoil it for you. Listen back to last episode if you don't know who he was talking to. And we'll stay in the rounds. And I believe I cut it right at our sage, Dina. What's the holdup? She says at the very back of the line next to Poser.
So, speaking as quiet as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my captain. 2 ways to do this. Run and gun or stealth. You choose.
I'll take a look back at everybody and kind of assess the shape of everyone.
And at that exact point, I give Merrick a slight slap on the butt. The new activating a force power.
Oh.
Go on.
Okay, they use the force check of 24. Merrick is healed 3 times his character level, which we are 4th, so that means you get 12 more points.
It was a good touch.
I didn't get any of that, Ryan.
Oh, sir, I had no idea. It's a run and gun. It's your specialty. Up and at 'em. Please stand aside.
So,
Yeah, I don't think many of us are really trained in the stealthy arts there, Haas. I say we take advantage of the element of surprise and rush them.
All right.
I'm not catching anything Messina's saying.
No.
Yeah. Neither am I.
It's like someone's flickering a cable, buddy. So he's just too stunned with the joy of positive energy from Poser's healing hands.
Maybe it wasn't such a bad touch.
I don't know. Maybe his hand's still up in
No,
there.
it was a
He's-
great
he's
touch.
pulling on his vocal cords. I'm gonna burn 2 rounds, and of you guys just quickly going, chatty chat. And then, sorry?
Or 6 seconds. It was a quick question.
Well, you guys were like, well, you guys talked, answered. The guy used a power. You're right.
Yep. 3 actions.
He used
Couple
the power.
rounds, yep.
Yeah, chatting, deciding. The decision has been made. Coming around to, you know what? I just got to reevaluate. Haas.
Yes. All right. Running and gunning it is.
All right, you're up. Poser, you're on deck. Then Rahal. Merrick is stunned into silence. We'll just have to guess through pantomime what he's doing.
How elevated is that platform that Darga sits on?
It is considered low cover, and you are allowed to step up on it as your movement without taking extra. So says the
Okay.
module. So it is written. So it is done.
So you could like run up to it and duck behind and gain some sort of cover bonus.
It will be considered cover that they'll have to use an aim action to negate.
Excellent.
So I move 30. What do I see?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares directly into the room.
Yep. Sorry.
Okay. You see what is portrayed on the board. There's those shafts of piercing light, which, illuminate hot spots in the center of the room. The edges, like a full square, even though you can kind of see them on the map, are shrouded in complete darkness, and you're just stepping into a dim light. So if you end your movement there is a possibility of being seen.
I see a target directly to my north. And they said something else. That's why I'm asking.
Yes, you see a very, very large Transdoshan directly opposite you, all the way straight up along in front of the dais, about 2 squares north of it, as you were 2 squares south of it. And he has his back to Demos, and he's just kind of standing there waiting, looking around the room. So what do you want to do there, Gibson?
I will shoot.
All right. So zipping, side strafing into the room. What have you got for a gun?
I'm using my Sorosab Firelights blaster rifle.
Oh, because if it's not Sorsab, it sucks.
That's right.
We should do holographic commercials, right?
Pew pew.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. As soon as
I like how we set up in the map here. It just literally looks like he's just running sideways, strafing just straight across the room. The guy's facing him. I'm actually unaware at the moment.
I see nothing.
I'm trying to roll and it's not rolling for me.
Oh, check there's not a dialogue asking you to put in another modifier behind your character sheet.
Oh, okay.
It does that.
No, I don't see one.
Really?
Yeah. Really?
Is broke maybe?
Maybe.
So while he's playing around, Poser, tell us what you'd like to do.
First, wink at the Jedi Master, because I'm sure she saw and knew exactly what I did. And then I would like to move up as far as I can in a single move, which is 6 squares to here.
There we go.
And then from there, assess the situation.
Okay, so you're gonna go through the hallway line and end your movement 1 step into the room.
Well, that's one half of my movement, or that's my move action. I can do something else after.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying your first go, you step into the room. Okay?
Yes.
Immediately in front of you, that black dot is an unlit brazier.
Okay.
Not to be confused with brazier.
Right.
One's for the shoulder, one's full of coals that you light for, Aladdin World type lighting. They are not lit. The light is coming from the ceiling. Like I said, the dais is empty, and you're moving into the room. What kind of vision or light do you have on you?
No light, no vision besides normal vision.
Okay, so what you should see are those pins of light, 6 kind of like track lighting I've got in the room, lighting up just a little bit, a couple squares around it.
Yep.
And that's it.
I see, I don't know if I'm supposed to, but I see some half faded in figures.
Do you now?
Yes.
So
Point to them.
give me a perception check.
I use the force check.
Yep, sure. You too are getting very robotic and choppy, sir.
Use the force check of 32 to sense.
That is not a curtain. That is not a blob. That is not a sleeping dude. That is a very large Gormarian lurking in the shadows on the wall on the south side, 2 squares away from Haas, who just stepped into light and is lighting up the room with a blaster bolt, and he's standing on the stairway. That is a target, like you said.
Okay.
Hostile? I don't know. Depends on how he feels about you.
Is running up behind Haas and getting in between him and the Gamorrean
Okay.
with axe drawn and up.
Okay. So in you go, away you go. And anything else?
Nope, that's 2 actions.
Okay.
Double move.
Okay. So put you back. This is what you want to do. Haas.
A 15 to hit.
A 15, you say?
1-5. Yes.
Force point. Force point. Force point. Force point.
More than likely, but I'm just for now.
Miss.
I will chew a force point.
Okay. Goes flying past his shoulder and hits a highly reflective magnetic surface and bounces back.
19 total.
Also a miss. Thank you for the force point. Come again.
No problems. Okay.
The shot rebounds and hits him in the back in the armor, but his armor and toughness absorb it, and he just, who did that? I don't like you. That's just you. Now, quick replay to Mr. Poser. Comes in, assesses the scene, and takes up point guard behind you. Whoop. There you go. And that's you, sir. Okay. Rahul, you are up.
Run!
All right. So I move into the room.
I believe
1, 2,
at this point,
3,
with
4,
shots
5,
fired, the
6.
battle is joined, so it's time for a little bit of ye old ambient battle Star Wars music. Dun 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 dun.
Sweet. So I'll step into the room, and if I can't see anything, like I'll move up to the dais and crouch behind it, getting as much cover as I can from it. I will set the light on the dais.
Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy, and I'm going to paste a little ambient light source here. Your very own. Yay! And what did we slap together? Something equivalent of a low torch, I'm assuming?
It's a flashlight. Because it gave me a cone.
Yeah.
That
Well,
went, I think,
you guys
6
like
squares.
jerry rigged it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but stick it so it
So,
shoots straight up in the air and just kind of
Move
gives it some
there.
ambient light.
Is set down a swift?
You're placing an item, so that's a move action. Especially if you wanted
Okay.
to do something like a function, like I need it to light the room, not just fall over and roll off or some crap.
So then that's probably all I got.
Okay. Merrick, what is your reflex save?
24.
Okay. Mine is less. So I'm going to say that you go before the Transdoshan. You're up. Transocean's on deck. What do you want to do, sir? Besides, slip Poser your phone number. Call me.
I hope. So into the room.
I'm sorry, I'm not getting you. I need you right in on that.
The room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I see anybody from where I'm standing?
You can see what your mini can see. You see people standing on their lights.
Oh, Poser's got a little friend. Get over there. Am I right?
Yep. Oh, do you have what kind of sight do you have?
Eyeballs.
Okay. Then Poser just runs and looks like he's just covering Haas's back from any given threat. I actually I want perception from you, sir.
Sure. 1 second. Character sheet. Perception.
That's really bad. Is it just me, or does it sound like he's wiggling a cord and it's just cutting it out constantly?
Yeah, it's constant in and out.
It's constant.
Yep.
Tackle that. I have a perception of 15.
Okay. Yes. He looks. Poser's sort of, you follow his stare. He looks like he's focused on something, and that's not a blob of darkness kind of shifting and curtain. It has shoulders, and it's like, that is that's a silhouette. That's a target. Poser's guarding it.
So I do identify it as an opponent?
You
Or
do.
something?
An opponent that Poser is currently giving cover. Unless we can do that. Do they do the corner of the back corner to front corner stuff in Star Wars? I can't remember.
Wait a minute.
Is it any corner to any corner or the center?
Corner to corner, but that's D&D 3.5. So
You remember that little chart that you shared with us a while ago? We discussed all this way back when we were on Felucia in that Imperial base, determining all that. And yes, it follows the 3.5 rules.
I think so. I think that's what we decided to go. So I'm looking. I can see from here. If you pull a line from the back bottom corner of your square, you can touch the front left of his, which means you have a shot. So don't need to aim. By all means, spray a cone. See who's around.
So I would also use my level 3 soldier ability of Ambush Specialist.
Okay.
And I declare him as my prime target.
Now, does he have to be flat-footed for that?
No, it has to happen in the first round. Surprised.
Has to happen in the first round? Okay. I'm getting half of that, but sure. Go nuts.
So I declare him, and yes, you're right. I will conal attack him. It's been so long. All right. Oh, -5.
So you're gonna now if you're dropping a cone, this is kind of cheese. You're gonna drop a cone of spray behind, like beyond Poser.
Look here, see what I'm dealing with. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could do a 2x2 square. Old school auto fire.
Oh yeah, just don't activate your feet.
Yeah, that'll allow. Just it's
Oh no.
an open line of sight would for the maximum cone. Yeah, I'll give you the 2 square drop because it's the same as if you were just firing.
Definitely one of those times posers
Yeah.
thinking that I totally would have winged him.
Well, I think Poser looks like you're just shooting right through him if you start spraying the 2 squares. Because what are you gonna do, right? Yeah, there you
Mostly away from him.
go.
Mostly.
Okay.
Okay, so firing Sasha. -5. Oh, yep. And click that. And +2, because he's prime target. Ah, the old ones. Roll 20. Struck again.
So you got a 10, and you do not get to. Yeah. even though technically we haven't acted and we're all flat-footed with crappy reflexes. No, sorry, 10 is not enough. Not enough. We've got Transdotion, you know.
Well, no, he still takes half damage because it was
AoE.
AoE.
Yeah, but not enough for your to get the 13. He'll take 6.
Yeah, he takes half damage.
Sorry, it was implied. Sorry, right. Forgot. No implying, right? Minus
For our listening
six.
audience.
Yes, yeah. Oh, sure. Now you care about the podcast. Spoiling you all with video. All right. There we go. Yep. And there. Yep. Ooh, chalkboards are fun. Yep. Ooh, he's got a big number. Right there. It's official now. It's on the board. Moving on. My turn. Master Evaders. And he says, "What? Light him up!" And he steps to cover his charge, interposes himself a little bit more directly between you guys and Master Demos, and pulls something from his belt and lobs it straight over the dais, and it goes ting, 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 and lands right in between everybody. And then goes grenade. Guess what? 4 squares? 6 squares? Merrick, you're our expert. Nope, Merrick's lost. We lost him. What's our grenade range? What?
What kind of grenade? I can tell you.
Stun grenade. I believe it's 6. Anyway. Pulling out my, now you guys can't see this, but to legitimately so they see rolls, you know, because we're trying to play the game, we're trying to beat the game. Yes, I know a DM can fudge rolls, blah blah blah. But I got a little dice cam set up because we're just kind of testing this theory. I dropped my Vader dice of 19 in your face. Plus
So
his
it is a knocks out creatures within its 2 square burst radius.
2 squares.
Yes.
So I pick a square and then go 2 beyond that. Because this was the ye old argument is like, do I pick a corner of a square and go 2 around, or do I pick a 0 square and then go 2 around?
If it's a radius, it would be 2 squares in either direction.
Okay, so with a 19 plus my ranged base attack, like 5, like a 20, yeah, like a 24. Dude arcs and gets a nice perfect throw, and he sticks it basically, yep, right there. So
it only hits Haas and Merrick.
You can actually throw a grenade that far?
Because Rahal is 4 out, I'm 3 out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's only like a dozen squares. You guys can use range powers at 6 to 12. It's like a dozen squares. Just, here you go.
I'm just asking because I did not know. That just seems pretty far to throw a grenade.
Well,
Just asking.
no. That's fine. I'm assuming even with penalties, you know,
Outside of 12
20
squares, yeah, outside of 12 squares, you'd be at -5.
Well,
Or
no,
outside of 6 squares, sorry.
yeah.
Yeah.
So point blank on thrown weapons is 0 to 6. At short range is 7 to 8, which is a -2 to attack. 9 to 10 is a -5 on attack.
Yep. I got it.
11 to 12 is -10.
Right. Or I just kind of did the math, and my +5, still 19, just to hit a square across the room with a DC of like 15 would I give you guys. I usually got to give you guys a good 10, so I think we're good. It's right where I want it, and poof! Now for some damage. Damage. We will roll 46 plus 2 stun. So you boys take 9 points plus 2 is 11. 11 points of stun damage. Let's talk about stun damage.
Hold up. So your attack roll isn't necessarily to hit the square. It's against all of their reflex defenses. So it does matter what you roll.
Oh, right, because you guys are like evading. Right.
Yes.
So with my 19, I hit the square. It's where I want it to be. That's what I was talking about. Out of the way. Now it goes. Kawoof.
So your 19 plus 5 is 24. Minus 10 for the range.
Minus
increment.
5. Thank you.
No, 10.
I'm looking right at it here. Medium 9 to 10 squares. 11 to 12. 10. Oh, it is 10. I'm sorry.
10.
It is
Yes.
10.
So it's actually 13 to get to here technically, but
You know what? It's there. Pretty sure it's there, rolling around. You know. let's roll a 1, 2. Let's roll a d8.
it specifically says it's designed to explode on contact after it is thrown. There's no rolling with this. I'm reading direct rules, Jeff.
Okay. So how hard is it? What's the DC just to throw something across the room and hit a dartboard? 12 squares. 5, 10, like I've been using for you guys and all your explosives. 15, because I'm nice. You know, my 24
No,
dropped to 14.
I'd say it's minus 10.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
No, it is like the range. We're not talking about the range. We're talking about how hard it is for me just to get it to the square I want.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. If I miss, right, 24 becomes 14. I said 15. That's a miss. Now we roll randomly to see where it went. Did I get the square? No. Do I have the distance? That's easy. I just chuck it. So now it could either go too far or too short. It's off target. So as I was saying before you guys exploded, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pulling up my D8. 7. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It actually is in the corner here. It went too far, went long, and it hits here next to Merrick.
Oopsie.
Oopsie. Yeah, he pulls a finger up to his little teeth. Sorry. Kaboom. So, luckily though, it's right on the wall there. It's actually out of range of everybody but Merrick. So Merrick, with my initial now
14.
24 total minus 10. So
14. Yeah, 14. I think we've been doing it. It's funny how
Look, I just started looking at it. I don't use thrown weapons.
No. It's my bad for letting Merrick just kind of like 22, right? Boom. Oh, that hit his thing, you know. No. But he had a grenade. He has a grenade launcher, which kind of is not like a thrown.
We
so
can't hear you at all. Get close on the mic.
And he's probably mentioning as a grenade launcher. I'm throwing with my right arm. There's a difference.
Yes.
That's the part I'm forgetting. Anyway, 14 reflex for half. 11 or 5 stun damage. Merrick.
No.
Right. So 5 stun damage. Because your reflex for half, it's a grenade. Yeah?
I would.
What?
How does stun damage work?
Oh, stun damage. What is it for threat?
Someone other than Merrick? Stun damage?
So if the stun damage pushes you down the, I think if it beats your threshold, it pushes you down the condition track.
Correct.
And that's it. It doesn't like soften hit points like non-lethal.
Let me take a look.
Okay.
Because there's specific stun rules. Okay, stunning.
So
Okay, so if the stun damage reduces the target's current hit points to 0, target moves -5 on the condition knocked unconscious. If stun damage before being halved equals or exceeds the target's damage threshold, the target moves 2 steps on the condition track. So stunning
does hurt you.
But yes, but give me a sec. When you make a successful attack with a weapon that deals stun damage, subtract half of the stun damage from the target's hit points. So he takes a quarter of the damage
Okay. So 2.
total.
Because
Yes,
you round
2.
down. But at least you don't have to have separate columns where it's like, these are my non-lethal hit points. And so that's happy news.
Yeah, if it
Yeah.
was my game, I'd do it a bit different. I would make it like a cumulative thing that works towards hitting your threshold.
Well, we're pumping out a season a year. There's 10 books. 10 years down the road. I guess we're going to have to up that. We're going to try to up that. We're going to go with 90-minute games, at least bi-weekly, to try and up that so we get through this in a couple of years. The next Star Wars game that we do, we can homebrew some stuff. But our purpose was to see how broken this was. And that's why, in case the audience is wondering, going, why is he taking all this shit? It's like, I encourage the players to read as much, if not more, of the book as I do. We have a Force user. I'm like, you read the Force. I'll read the basics and the adventure. You like grenades, Merrick? You read up on explosives. And then you don't have the DM overwhelmed with a whole bunch of stuff and a bunch of arguing as the players go, but I don't get it, and then the DM has to explain again and again. If there's a back and forth between one player and a DM, and the player is the expert, the rest fall in line a lot easier, has been my experience. I'm arguing with one guy, not a whole bunch of people are just pulling CSI logic out of their asses. This is why we do this. And some of the fans actually appreciate that I don't have such an iron fist. Anyway, so 2 points off of Merrick. I pull the grenade and I toss it. He's pretty much done. Zin's doing what he's doing, so that brings us to Askaleth.
Yes. Noting that I have two patients with me at the moment, I will move up behind Merrick so that I just barely enter the room. And taking a note of the general surroundings.
Okay. Now you have what's like ye old dark vision. You have, they call it night vision in this game,
Yes.
right? And does it talk about how far you can see, or you just see as well as?
It's as well as I would in the day.
Really?
I do believe. Well, actually, no. I think it may be 60 feet. It's been a while.
Okay. So what I'm going to do, just to paint that bright light is better, is I'm going to give your mini 30 squares, but it's 30 squares of dim light, not bright light. So you should be able to see the whole room, just not in great detail.
Okay.
Okay. So for you, this is what you see. And talking directly to the DM, like I said, unless you want to stand there and start pointing out every target or whatever, you can just react to what you see, and without the guys meditating, I will tell them what they see you doing. Like, you noticed how Merrick didn't see the guy in the corner, so I said, well, Poser looks like he could just be guarding his butt. Then you passed his perception. I said, no, he's focused on someone. There is a target there. You know, that kind of thing, to avoid the meta. So you come in, you scan the room. Give me a perception check if you're actually like literally like, see if we can reveal something more. Something that might have been missed.
Perception check of 16.
The lay of the land as it is, there are unlit, braziers all around the room in corners. There are half a dozen guards lining the back walls and corners. And in kitty corner, we're coming behind the throne room. And Rahal has just stepped to a point where he could look out on the balcony, but it's nighttime.
Yes.
Or they've closed the blind or something, like this, that kind of thing. Because it's supposed to be dark in here.
I think I know what I would like to do next.
And then kitty corner was Ignos. Yes.
I would like to shoot this brazier way up in to the northeast of us,
Okay.
with the intent of hopefully lighting it. Concentrated lasers and all that.
Okay. I'll tell you what. If you burn a force point to do it, I won't roll some wacky DM perception to did it light, did it catch, you know what I mean? Roll your d20, hit the target, and if you successfully hit the target with a force point, whoosh, nice big flame. Otherwise, we roll into it's sparking, did the glazed laser actually just scorch the charcoal, or would it actually ignite it at this time?
That is a 20.
25 points of damage.
Oh.
Guess what? These aren't real braziers, they're like, it's like a gas line. They're just for show, like the showy rocks. It just goes bush. Okay, you want to hit the one over here in the corner, right?
Yes, the far corner. This one
Okay,
here.
so yeah, new light and new life as he just jets this sucker. Ka-foom. And we're going to give off lots of light now, and it's gonna be, oh, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be a nice shiny light. It's gonna be so nice. It's gonna burn a bright. Voila. See that? For our listening audience, he has shot a laser bolt across the room, igniting some ignitable fire-type substances, illuminating the bad guys that are of important, highlighting targets for the combatants. Anything else?
I do believe that is my turn for now. I will my remaining swift action, I'll quickly check up on Merrick's hit points.
Okay. That, sir, is a really good idea. I like that idea. Dina comes ambling up and is just kind of jammed in the doorway behind Leth, observing and, what's going on. Comes up, oh, a firefight. Oh, I haven't seen those since the war, which to me was yesterday. Not that you want to hear about it. Hey, poke poke to Leth.
Yeah.
Round 11. Haas. Poser has revealed, and a grenade went off against the wall. And there you are, trading firefight with... oh, he's not, the guy doesn't even have the manners to shoot back at you. He just lobbed a grenade, looking at you, to, your friend. Now he pulls out a gun. Very rude.
That's all good.
What do you want to do?
I will move to 1, 2, 3, directly to against the, I'm guessing the east wall. I'm guessing if we're facing north, if I'm facing north.
Yes, up is north. We're all along the west-south corner here, and we're crawling into the room. And
All right, so I will move there. And now, since Dr. Leth has done a marvelous job of lighting up the rest of this place so we can actually see,
yes,
I will try to target this guy. What is he?
The
What
pink.
is that?
The pink. That is a GAurdian guard.
Okay.
Pew pew.
Is talking free?
Actually, Haas,
Yes.
they move.
What do you mean they move?
I mean, I have 6 bad guys. I've used 1, and they're all supposed to go at the same time. So I'm gonna put.
Okay.
So no. My bad. My bad. They're gonna lose their initiative and go at the very end of the round, which I just cycled. So I'm just gonna put them at the bottom of the round. But since you're top of the next round, I'm going to have them go. So GAurdian here pulls. What do we got here? Mr. GAurdian guard here pulls Vibro Axe and takes a chop at Poser. There's 2 at the door where everyone was coming in that's on the east wall. And he moves 1, 2, 3 squares. He only has 4, pulling out his Vibro Axe, and he's done. Over here, a little further away, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of did a zigzag pattern, so I don't have to count the diagonals. Does a double move. And pulls, axe whilst moving because of their base attacks. At the top here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Stepping up onto the dais. And that's all 4 GAurdians close. Ignen starts, shouting commands. The man has a commanding presence. Yes, it's a thing. And after the grenade goes off, and after you guys see these guys all kind of close, and Ignen is like, surround them! There's no escape! Oh, sorry. Surround them. There's no escape. This is not legal. And you guys all have a sinking feeling in your little guts. Once in encounter, I can activate this talent as a swift action. Until the end of the encounter, all enemies within 6 squares of me will take a -2 penalty on my will. On your will. So you think he would hide back and lurk, but I'm going to move straight up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3. And where's my select move? Where's my... There we go. Okay, maybe another move. Comes right up to the edge of the... So he steps around the Transdotion, steps up on the dais, moves through his own men, and is practically point blank with you guys. It's towering over us. And, does the poo-poo on you, and dude looks very regal. And I activate this as a swift encounter, and you guys all take -2 penalty to your will defense. This is a mind-affecting fear effect. Additionally, persuasion is considered a class skill for me. Why did I read this out loud? Because usually when I drop something unseen, I get a whole bunch of, how did he do that? And where's the thing? And -10. And it's like, you know what? We're exploring the game. Demos has got chops. Gotta admire this. Anyway, that's all of us finished now. Haas.
All right. Well, that changes things a little bit.
I thought so. That's why.
Bad. Okay. So as I learned from last week, I do not withdraw. It's whatever it is for my withdraw action. Half my speed.
Yep, that's it. Move at half speed and less.
Doesn't provide.
Yeah, but you can only move through. Like you can't move through threatened squares. So,
So yeah, that's why I'm moving back to the
party.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And then I will target Mr. Poo Poo Head.
Okay.
As you put it.
I'm getting a lot of ambient muffle on someone's mic here.
Oh, maybe mine.
Possibly.
Possibly.
So you back up and you're going to shoot Demos?
Yes.
All right.
Take the leader down. Hopefully the rest will just run away. Yes, okay.
Yeah, sure. All in your head. Like you know how you had that? We talked about that movie, right? You have the cyborg side calculating the odds, and you just see him kind of like everyone like, "Oh man, they thought we hated that guy." Oh yeah.
Does a 29 hit?
Yes.
Yay,
that's a
nat
crit.
20s.
Yeah.
That's a crit.
Yeah.
Booyah!
For 20 damage.
How dare you, dude? You right in the chest.
Did it pass his threshold?
20-point threshold?
Yeah, with I have devastating attack, so it's -5.
Now, is this the total, or does it? It says,
20 damage.
Yeah.
So
my threshold is 15.
So
I dropped 2 down the track.
I don't know.
I thought you said you had
to ask somebody
devastating.
else. Devastating. Which I do.
Yeah, but is that what it does?
I don't know. You have to ask somebody else.
Oh, okay. Well, for starters,
Your feet.
do I have more?
My feet. Well, thank you, Mr. Rule Man. I'm asking about a ruling.
Jeff just said earlier, if you're using something, you should be read up on it.
Well,
all right?
in his defense, I've had him like binging 2nd edition Pathfinder, and we're all leaning really heavy on Joe in Age of Ashes. So,
Reduce their threshold.
sorry.
I'm fairly certain that devastating reduces the threshold. It doesn't.
Yeah,
By 5.
Yeah, it actually.
Yeah.
is
So it
threshold
doesn't.
five.
Yeah,
Right,
it doesn't
okay,
add
so-
to how far you go. But
No, but okay. So I'm at -1 to everything, and like I said, instead of my threshold being 15, it's only considered 10 to Mr. Devastation. Gotcha. No problem. Ow! And he eats it. Oh, it's bad. It's nasty. There's a big scorch, and the red eyes come right down to you, and he's pissed. But yeah, that's gonna shorten the battle. Poser. What do you got, buddy?
Not a lot. I'm not super happy with the position I'm in because I have
Flanked by
GAurdian to
GAurdians.
the southeast, GAurdian to the northeast, a third GAurdian to the north, and a
I thought Jedi's was supposed to be wise.
Namoidian. Hey, I was covering the front. All right,
Jedi? What Jedi?
I was
I mean, Padawan, right?
Which what Padawan?
Yeah,
Oh, no. No, we don't know anything about the Force
Wait,
users
one
here.
day.
All right. So, first thing, I'm going to swing at this GAurdian with melee defense. So, swinging in tight, choking up on the axe.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
-1. That is a miss. That's fine, though. Second action, I'm
Negative.
going to withdraw to Haas. Still, axe up, drawn, choked up, ready to block anything. My reflex defense for this next round is at +4.
Oh, Bowser, what happened?
You guys are lucky there's no fumbles in this game. There's only like double damage for crit.
Yeah.
I mean, in all honesty, that's about what I expected to happen.
Dude, okay, that's the thing is I'm swinging at a flat 0 normally.
He's just praying for natural 20s.
Yeah,
He really is.
That is literally
Yeah.
it. I have to pray for 20s.
Okay. So that's it, sir? You got anything else?
That's all I can do. Standard action to swing, move
No,
action to
that's-
withdraw.
That's fine.
Trying to cover the team.
Yeah, you're good. Okay, so Rahal, you're up. Merrick, you're on deck. What do you want to do, Rahal?
Well, I am going to shoot the Namoidian. Seems like an appropriate action.
Hmm.
And I'll spend a force point.
Okay.
18?
Yes, that hits.
Yes! For 5 damage.
Yep.
Can I spend a force point to boost my damage?
No.
I don't think you can use 2 at a time.
No, you're right. Single action only.
Yeah.
Takes another hit. Ouch.
Worth it.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to... I am going to do a galactic lore check to think of the best insult I could possibly throw at this guy.
Okay.
7. You knife hider!
Okay.
That's what I say.
Yeah, for
Right
seven,
there.
for 7, it isn't great.
Woof, 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 woof.
Merrick,
Yeah.
you're up.
Oh, okay. I see it has become Christmas for Medic.
Mm-hmm.
I take one step north. Yes. And then I would like to make a cone attack on these 3 individuals in front of me.
Okay.
I believe the term is spray for your mother. Ha! Press the button. You know what? I'll spend force point to maybe make sure. Maybe someone has a low AC. Maybe. So 15 plus 15 plus 3. 18. 18 to hit.
Yep.
11 damage. 5 if it's higher.
If what's higher, sorry.
If their reflex defense is higher.
Oh, I see.
18 to hit.
Yeah.
So 18 and under, you get 11 damage.
Mhm.
19 and above, you get 5 damage.
Mm-hmm. No, I'll be nice. Take 11. So that's 36 points of damage this dude has taken so far. 36 points of damage. And it's the also the guy. Did you say you cone all 3 of them or just 2?
All 3 would be in my 6 square cone.
Okay. So with the
How
Okay.
does it feel now to be center stage?
you pelt, and these guys are all that kind of thing. Next up is Zin. Zin,
Yes.
welcome to the party, Zin.
Hooray.
We're gonna go back in time. You were helping Haas and Merrick fight a
Wookiee, I think.
Yep, and a bunch of assassins. Somebody put assassins on you to wipe you guys out. This is not a soldier thing to do. This is a CIA government, political head thing to do. How's that make you feel, buddy?
Well, that's not very neighborly.
It's not. I said you retired to your room. Shall we talk about what you really did by yourself while these guys trucked off and went down into a dungeon?
Well, I think I took offense to the fact that someone tried to sneak onto our ship and kill us in our sleep, so true to form, grab my rifle, my favorite grenades, and I'm going to sneak aboard somewhere else and see if I can't take some pot shots to liven things up.
So, crossing the city by himself, finding a vantage point, and where he can see over the wall and down into the balcony window, sitting and waiting. And finally, after sitting here for a couple of hours, they're in the dungeon, they come up, you start seeing laser fire going right to left across the window. And then you see GAurdian guards rushing left to right across your vantage point. And then you have eyes on 2 targets. There are 2 GAurdians within your field of view, standing up high on a dais. Adjust the scope.
Yep, it's time to say hello.
Okay.
Kind of dial in the scope, take into account, some drift.
Okay. You are at long range, like you are, maximum range. And for a rifle, we're talking like 151 to 300 squares. Now, for you to get the height you want, I'm going to say like you are good 250, almost 300 square. You're pretty much arcing the, you can hit him. He's in range, but he's at long range. You're at -10 to attack these guys. It's the only place you could get where you could see over the wall. If you climb up onto the wall, as soon as you start shooting, they would see you, you'd be made, and they could shoot back. From this vantage point, you can just lay through that window all day long, and all they know is something's coming through the window.
All right. So I will take a shot.
So I'm asking, where would you be? On the wall? Much shorter range, but someone could just post up on the wall and shoot back out into the gladiator pit, a good 50, 100 within 100 squares, and shoot back at you. Or are you vantage point 300 squares and just laying through the window?
Well, the -10 is a pretty gnarly penalty. I'd probably try to get just a little closer.
Wait, hold up. Do you have the targeting scope for your rifle?
Let's see. Let me open it up. I don't have a targeting scope. No, sir. I have the just a weapon that it ignores short range and has a long range of 300.
Okay.
What do you mean ignore short range?
It says no penalty for firing at short range because it's a long gun.
Oh, okay. I got you. Right. So you it's got to be far enough to be medium before you take any penalty.
Before any penalties.
And
yeah.
is the penalty lessened?
So I take no penalties up to 60 squares.
Okay.
So I'd probably try to get within that 60 to 150 range.
Sure.
That's kind of the comfort
5?
zone.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So from there, then I would definitely try to shoot and then make a stealth check to try to hide again using the improved sniper or hidden attacker.
Okay. Now, I think it's like, is it brutal just to do this without the talents? It's like -20 or something?
Yeah.
So what does the improved
let's
snipey give you?
Shots seem to come out of nowhere. Whenever you use the snipe application to a stealth skill, you can do so as a swift instead of a move. So I can hide as a swift action again.
Okay. So they're not, at the moment, they wouldn't connect it came through the window. It's just somebody's head's about to explode. And they're like, where is he? Down the stairs? Is he in the doorway? Is he? Okay. That's pretty cool.
Okay. So let's see. Here we go. Pew, pew, pew. I missed. Oh, wait. 1 die 20 plus 6, so natural 20 plus 6. Excuse me, I didn't miss.
Dude.
Natural 20 is
opposite of miss.
Auto hit and auto crit, buddy.
So let me roll the damage dice one more time. The standard it would take is 9 points of damage if it was just a regular hit.
Yeah, and you do 2d10 plus 1, so it's 4d10 plus 2.
Yep. So he takes 21 points of damage.
Okay. So who are you targeting?
Wait, that's 22, not 21.
Oh, excuse me.
Who are you targeting? The guy on the bottom, closer to the group, or the guy near the top?
The guy closest to the group.
Okay.
I want to eliminate melee if I can.
So Merrick lights this guy up, and he, kind of with the shock, takes one step back, and your shot is already on the way, and you just get that, like you hear it coming, and then the GAurdian, just the side of his head, like from the top to the chin, right? Little hole at the temple, but the other side of his face and skull just and melts in a shower of black ichor.
Surprise, motherfrackers.
And down he goes. Just
I believe the song is Kaboom, Kaboom.
And then I'll re-hide.
And then I'll He just goes back to the ship, starts drinking. There you go, I helped. Right.
And my job is done
There
here.
you go. Now, a 4-man crew is what they want. A 5-man crew is a little heavy. We're up to a 6-man crew. But I didn't want Frank to sit out. So anyone that's read Dawn of Defiance realizes that I went off script right away. And now that I've added Frank, I'm going to probably soon reveal, the little trick I've added, because there's a freaking sniper on the freaking wall blowing up dudes. You guys, this might be a cakewalk all of a sudden. But we'll see. Dr. Leth.
Noting what's going on. Oh. Our little center fend has taken a fair bit of points. May as well just kind of cap that off. Targeting the matradomo.
Okay. Now he's given cover, so you need to aim.
Okay, I will do that.
All your friendlies
And
are
I
giving
will-
him cover. You're shooting through your dudes.
Oh, I thought I was closer to them, or closer to the friendlies, so they gave me, but not him.
There's a lovely discussion we've had 10 times about a low wall and being closer to it that I'm not having again. Friendlies are people that move randomly in your way.
Fair enough.
Sure, they're not taking up the whole square, but it's just aim or,
And then force point, getting it to 15.
Miss.
Ah.
Imagine you could literally milk this and just, not a V formation, just line all your guys up and go, I lead out, shoot past 4 buddies, and there's like the one guy with a huge AC and walk around like a train, you know.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, no, I'm just not having it. Dina, what's going on? I can't get in the room. I can't see. Yeah, I didn't want to see. And now, whom is left? Now, when Merrick went, and then I added Zin, I skipped the Transdoshan. He's actually going to hold. And he will now rejoin all of his buddies, so they all go at once. At the bottom here. So, question for you know, I had it up. Maybe I can just pull it back up. Where are we here? Bump, 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 bump. There we go. Make a 1 roll. Compare the result to everyone's fortitude defense. Okay. Hey. That's better. Just the dice wouldn't come out of the chute. 9 plus my use the force of 15. Ooh. Not so shabby.
Seems as his Schwartz is just as big as mine.
24. Fortitude. 24. It would appear. It appears. Standard action. All targets within 6 square cone within my line of sight. You guys are all nice and bunched up. And I make myself a nice little cone. Merrick style. And all of a sudden, an invisible force comes slamming towards you all. Fortitude defense, guys. Does anyone have over 24? Anybody? Anybody?
Yeah, okay.
No? No? No, not no one? Compare the result to 4 targets fortitude defense. The result equal or exceeds the targets. You guys take 4d6 points of force damage and you're knocked prone.
Hey, Jeff.
Yes, sir.
Before we do that,
Yeah.
I'm not sure if this just applies to stopping it from affecting me or everybody.
Just you.
But I would like to
you can
I would like to rebuke this.
Sure. And would you like to add a force point and deflect it back at me?
Only if I'm successful on it, so I'm not going to roll that yet.
Okay.
You aren't getting that last force point out of me, Jeff. You're going to have to claw it from my hands.
I just spend them like money. When I use this power, I can spend a force point to deal additional 2d6 points of damage to targets in the area. Oh, I think I'll do that. So we're up to 66, coming everyone's way, except for maybe Poser, who just stands there with this, chops it with his axe. Holds up the axe and slices the invisible force. Anyway, here comes 66. Poser.
Nope.
18. No. Okay. Wham. A 6 square cone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, believe it or not, see the guy that, Ella died here?
Yep.
Okay. This guy here steps back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This guy moves up. 1, 2, up to here. These guys stupidly just move in. 1, 2, like close. 1, 2. It might actually get them forced. And you guys get, oh, this guy. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's another GAurdian, like, not standing where the last guy was, but in the same line, and he goes for Rahal. Now, it says, standard action, all targets within 6 foot square. So I believe I can target foes. Anyway, set myself up a nice cone on this angle right here, 6 foot, and it nails the entire party for 66. And I'm going to rely on my
66 or 46?
46, and I use a force point to add plus 2d6. So I'm going to pull out my Star Wars dice that I've been sitting on. My red one for Sith powers, and this one, that one, the other one. Okay.
Sorry, but a cone that hits Raul and Poser?
6 square cone.
Yeah, cone from his position, right?
Nope. From anywhere line of sight.
Oh, so he can originate it
All
from...
all targets within a 6 square cone, which is within line of sight.
So he can put it like adjacent.
I'm putting
to
it
him.
here, and I'm doing the cone out effect, just kind of like how you've been placing your cones of spray everywhere on
Yeah,
fancy
but still
angles.
but still faces my direction, right?
The cone originates here and goes
Yeah.
straight down and straight west. 6 squares. Everybody, you're all hosed. Oh, look at 1, 2, and 3. You got to be kidding me. My dice have betrayed me. 6, 6, and 3. Much better. So 2 6s are 12, and 3 is 15. And another 6 on top of that is 21. You guys are all knocked prone, and you all take 21 points of damage total, please.
Holy shit.
Are we?
Oh, it gets better.
Force powers are
And
That's my threshold. so I'm
Poser
knocked down.
is prone between 2 GAurdian guards who are now chopping at his ass.
Wait, didn't they move up before he did that?
It's all simultaneous.
Okay.
So
All right,
you guys
all
get
right.
hit. This is happening. These guys move up and chop. I will give you a 50-50 chance that you're on your feet because, like I said, it's simultaneous.
Yeah.
That you're on your feet. Now, I could be a dick and going, well, the force power would technically boom the guy instantly before the GAurdian could move over and chop. But, dice mechanics being what they are, give you a 50-50 chance, and I'll let you roll it. So roll me percenti.
All right.
As in 0 to 50, 49, 50, that you're on your feet.
Got it. 2.
2, you're on your feet. You take it in the
Oh,
face.
yeah.
1 little GAurdian, 4 plus. 2 little GAurdians, 12 plus. And we look up our little GAurdians. So if you guys would be so kind as to take that damage off your characters and your sheets
Done.
and everything right now.
No.
The GAurdians have vibroaxes that strike at plus 9. So 9 and 9, or sorry, 4. Crap, what was my last roll? Was it 4 or 9?
It was a 4
Okay,
plus
so
9, so 13. That misses.
and a 12 and 9 is 21.
That hits.
Right. So everybody, including Poser, takes the force damage, and only Poser also gets swiped at with an axe. And I get to use my D10s. 16 points of damage. How do you like my tactics now, Gibson? I'm sorry, was that too condescending for some of those fans? Well, I've put up with 2 seasons of, yeah, get it, and my guys fell over. I finally have some advantage. But it's okay. The fight is far, far from over, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot more going on here that you don't know about just yet. So, I've used a force power. It appears the Transdoshan is force sensitive. But as so much is going on simultaneously, and Ignos, retreats kind of thing, it appears as if they switch places. It is the Transdoshan that rushed you and took all that damage while you guys were unloading an Ignen. It was Ignen that held back, and now they're side by side, and it would appear that they switch places. Some sort of tech or mind trick or something. Something's going on. But anyway, they've burnt it, it's damaged, or whatever's going now. The true themselves are revealed. And it's round 12. Haas.
All right. Well, this sucks ass. Well,
Take your swift and
Move action to get
second
up.
wind.
Yeah.
Second
Swift-
win.
Second win.
Second win. Second win first.
Second wind first. 5. Second wind.
What do you get? A
Excuse me.
quarterback or your con? Quarter of your hit points back or your constitution score, whichever is higher, sir.
My con is 13.
It's probably higher at lower level. So you guys, boom, all get knocked on your butt. 1 force user. 1 power. Better than grenades. But I guess that's debatable.
Yeah, when we're
Look at
all-
Ryan's face.
When we're all cornered in a lovely little corner.
And
Hey!
don't forget if that force power pushed you past your threshold to knock yourself down on
down
the
by
track.
1. Yeah,
I looked
down
at this map and I read through the book, and it's like if they all come out a little passageway, they could get rushed and we could just drop grenades and powers down the hallway and you guys are screwed. No, there is that. You guys quietly have the stealth. No one rolled stealth, but you ran into the room and you guys went east and north, like you spread out a bit. Then all of a sudden there was a retreat on round 3 because it's like, oh, I guess I'm not going to use that power. And all of a sudden you guys like huddled up. It's like, oh, here we go. So,
Because we're forced to huddle back up.
well, that's tactics. Had your chance. I even brought in Zen.
Yep, that's all right.
Zen's online
so
here.
I will target the same person I was targeting before.
Okay.
Which whenever that is, I don't know. You said they've changed.
Yep. Now the Transdoshan is the guy bearing all the damage.
And that's who I'll shoot at.
Okay.
As well. I'm a little confused, but hey, welcome to Force Powers.
No, it's really force power. But anyway.
I'm rolling it. Have to make my screens bigger. For a 25 to hit.
25 to hit my big lizard.
Mm-hmm. For 15 damage.
For 15 damage, you say?
Yep. 1-5.
Yes.
Yes. And now I will stand. I'm done.
Okay. Ow.
And Frank needs his map.
Frank needs his map. What can
Yeah,
Frank?
you can't see anything at the moment.
Oh,
It's black.
drag your character out and like run it around the area to open up the map if you can't see, and then I don't know. I'm pretty sure
See
there's
now?
lighting.
Oh, stop moving.
Yep.
Okay. He's here, but straight out, like on the wall. You know what I mean? That makes sense? I've put him inside the wall so he can see the room, but, you know.
On the other side of the arena.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like straight west of this wall is the balcony, which is like 10 feet wide and 15 feet down into the arena. Then the arena is like a good like 20 squares across. Then there's that 30-foot wall, and he's up there somewhere taking pot shots through a narrow window that's just wide enough to have the whole dais move out. So the window, the balcony window, is like 2 squares down from the top corner and 2 squares up from the bottom corner because that dais just fits through it. He's out there somewhere. You don't know. You could, if you're so snipey and so stealthy, you could drop several guys and they could bitch you never showed up or helped at all because people just exploded. It happens all the time with Poser around.
Well, that's the plan.
Oh, okay. They didn't know I was a sniper. Even better hidden than the giant. He's got a giant gun on his back. They had no idea. Anyway, sorry. Haas, swift action, sucks it up, takes his con and hit points back, and a move action to stand, yes?
Yes.
Okay. I'll even be nice and say you don't automatically drop your gun. And you shot at the guy, and he takes damage. I say, ouch, 15 points. And that's it for you. What?
He's still standing.
Yep, barely. I mean, yeah, I'm fine.
Holy crap.
I have more hit points than anybody. This is the boss fight. The boss is squishy, so I have a big guard. Squishy. Dude has taken 36 plus your 15. So he's taken like 51 points of damage.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
I have more than 51 points.
So what I want to know is, does Poser now do the big reveal? Force powers are being thrown at us?
Nah. Yeah? Nah, I don't know, Poser. Think of
I don't know.
everybody that's here. Think of everyone that's here, Poser. Huh?
Yeah. Think of everyone that's here.
Yeah.
Is it my turn?
It is now. What do you want to do? Rahal, you're on deck.
All right. First off, swift action to gain back hit points.
Yep.
Second wind.
Yep.
Because, yep. Second,
Get up.
boom, slam the ground. I guess we're saying screw to the formalities and move. I'm going to use a force power on the southern GAurdian.
So you're still laying on the ground and you roll over and slap the ground to do what?
Just banging it as kind of like,
Yeah,
'cause
like
I just
Epic get up.
I took an axe to the chest and then a force power that just dropped me. So I am like, it's just steady myself, focus, the force, use it.
Okay.
So
What power?
move object.
You gonna move a person?
Yes, I am.
And that's against my what? My fortitude?
Will.
Against my will.
Yes. Target's will defense. I am going to burn a force point
Okay.
to allow myself to move a object 2 times larger and do an additional 2d6 points of damage.
And where am I going? Like flying backward into a wall or ceiling or?
No, I am sending you into the GAurdian directly north of you. I'm slamming the bottom one into the top one and slamming both into the dais.
Well played, sir. That's
Okay.
genius.
So you're moving an object. I'm going to have you use your move the force as an attack roll against the other one.
Well, it's okay. I will specifically read it. The result of the check determines the maximum size of the target you can lift. If the target is a creature that resists your attempt, your use the force check must also exceed the target's will defense, which is the southern one. You can
Yep.
hurl the target at or drop it on another target in range if your use the force check exceeds the second target's reflex defense.
Right. Like I said, you
So-
got to hit me. Second target's
Right.
reflex. I just said that. So,
Got
but what did you get for a force point? You're up to 16?
I got a 1, so 16 total.
Oh,
on use the
dude,
force
so
check.
close. So close. So close, but sorry, no. It would have been cool. Anyway, you raise him in the air, and he awkwardly slams into the other guy, and like, you ever get like thrown against a wall with your head neck? Like the guy takes damage. Your first target will take damage because he bounces off the other guy's breastplate, but it doesn't really hurt, the second GAurdian.
Yeah, I got you. Okay,
Nice
21 points of
damage
damage
roll.
to the first one,
21
which drops him 1 down the track.
21 points of damage to the first one, and this is the guy that no one's hit yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I got this, and I got this.
Not
Okay.
the one that got shot?
No.
No.
This one hasn't been touched.
Oh, it's not my prime target. My prime target's
Think
north
so.
of you.
He's fresh. Yeah, he's in bad shape, dude. Like you hear a
So now he should be
sick-
up against the dais.
sickening.
area.
Yeah, he's a sickening crunch, and he smacks into this guy, and the immovable object, right? So
Yeah.
he just falls, as per ye old rules, at the guy's feet, right in front of you. But he's prone, and he's damaged, and he's there until his turn, and the other guy just kind of staggers in square. Ow! And you're still prone.
Yep.
Okay.
Give me a
There you
sec. Let me see if there's anything I can do with my move action that won't get me killed.
Well, you're allowed 3 actions. You can take 2 swifts and a standard. You can take
Okay.
up to 3 swifts. So if you got another swift or
True.
something that counts as a move action, go nuts. What do you got?
Okay, then I will use that move action as my first swift towards bumping myself back up the condition track.
Okay, you don't want to get up?
If I get up, I believe I provoke an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, true. Okay.
So
Yeah,
I'd
no,
rather
yeah.
just lay
So
on the
I wasn't
ground,
trying to
hope-
bait you. I forgot about that. Yeah, he's right there.
no. Well, and plus me being down here means that they don't get cover anymore. So team gets free shots on both of these, or
Hmm.
at least on one of them. The other being prone.
All right.
So,
So you start your journey back to 3 swift actions of what?
3
Recovery-
swift actions to bump myself back up 1 on the track.
Oh, right. Did anyone get thresholded? Is everyone threshold? 'cause
Y'all did.
Everyone pretty much hit their threshold and went down 1 on the track, so you're all at -1. Please.
Not me.
No?
I did not.
Medic
I
is
got-
much tougher than this.
Yep.
I got thresholded twice. So I'm down at -2.
So somebody owes you dinner. Rahal. You get threshold twice.
Yeah, I got thresholded.
Okay,
and knocked down and all
so
that
you're
fun stuff.
you're at -1, sir. What do you want to do? Mark, you're on deck.
I am going to take a swift action to take my second win, recovering 11 hit points, bringing me to 16. That's exactly how it happened.
And
And
earned.
and there's an enemy like right in front of me.
Yep, coming at you with an axe. Shoot your gun. I get attack of opportunity, but I don't think pistols provoke.
No, they don't.
Pull a left.
So what do you wanna do?
Oh, options. I am going to shoot him.
Okay.
And we'll see how that goes right off the bat. Oh, this gonna be bad. I can see it now. Please, natural 20, save me. Oh shit, 7. That's a miss.
Okay. Ow. And you're all the
Can
way back
I-
in that hallway in episode 1 where we shot first and doo, crap.
All right. So I'm prone. So I'm on my
Yep.
back.
Yep. Shooting prone.
I shot.
Yep.
I swifted.
Yep. You got a move action or a swift left. And yeah, if you get up.
Well, if I get up, yes. But can I like what is moving while you're on your back? Like
Crawling
Does it-
in front of me,
yeah.
still provoke. Because you're still
Even-
technically moving.
so I can't like crawl withdraw.
Can I make them feel bad about attacking me?
Yeah, but I threatened the square. No, I don't think so. Not effectively, no. Sorry.
Okay. Then I will take that swift and apply it to my removing
The beginning of the end.
threshold thing. Yeah.
Okay. Merrick.
Oh, these sons of bitches wish to die, eh? Fine by me. So those two who are looming over Poser,
Yep.
I want
One's
to
prone,
auto-fire.
actually. Okay.
Hmm. So he is. Okay. I want to auto fire them.
Okay.
Clicking buttons, making pew pews.
So you know how you can hit the dirt for cover? I've hit the dirt. So one guy's reflex is a little higher than the other.
Yes. And the other guy is actually my prime target. I guess the guy who's standing still.
Mhm.
Very
Oh, you
good.
can still hit both. I'm just saying.
No. It's just one for the math. Math. Ooh, I got 27.
That's even beating my I fall on my face plus
'Cause
5
that's
to
a
my
natural-
reflex.
yeah.
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 Okay.
You
So-
ta- you take the mighty damage of 6.
Is there such a thing as a critical with a?
You
That
can't
kind of
crit
thing?
on an
Nope.
AoE.
But
Ah.
you know how much Fresh Guy had after Poser slammed him into his friend? 6.
6.
6. So dude stays down, and his buddy that's next to him, takes 6.
Okay, so that's my move. That's my action, and then it's for taking your second win. That's swift or
Swift to take your second wind,
okay.
and
I
it's
take
once per encounter. So you guys are burning these now, and that's pretty much
And you gain how much back on second win?
1/4 your hit point total, or your con score, whichever is higher.
So
Now, I will even be nice and say that when you did that earlier, and I kept this going, it's a separate encounter because it's not a separate combat, but it is technically a separate encounter. So you're good to take it. You should be,
oh, okay. So
because I'm a
again,
nice, benevolent GM.
benevolent.
Benevolent.
Nah, man, we specifically waited a whole day to make sure it'd be available.
Just cowering in the hallway.
Like legit, no, we did.
No
I
wonder
was like,
Darga
"Aw,
got
man."
away. Okay. So,
All right. And that gives me I have a move. I stand.
you auto fire.
this is-
I thought that full round action to like auto fire.
Let me double check on this here. I have it written down.
Oh yeah, if you want to effectively auto fire though, you can't do that on the ground. If you do, you'll
Yeah.
be spraying targets like posers. So you got to stand first. That's
I'm not
done.
spraying at poser's direction. That's the 2x2.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, to be effective with the spray, you know, to be prone, unless you have feats for that, you need to stand. It's okay. No one's threatening you. Stand first, shoot, swift. You're pretty much done.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Otherwise, we go back and revisit like more penalties. Not saying you can't do it, but there would be. I'm sure there'd be penalties. And you're done,
Cool.
yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Zin.
Alrighty. So let's see. So Rahal's got one standing right over the top of him, and that's this guy, yeah?
And you can see him. Yep. And then there's
Yep.
two on the dais. One's covering the other.
So if this guy here doesn't make a perception check to see me, he's flat-footed,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to snipe him.
And he's right over top of Rahal. It's not in a good place. I mean, Rahal's not in a good, you know.
Yeah. So that's why I'm shooting that dude.
I won't forget this, man.
No, he's going to make a stealth check. You'll have no idea.
Well,
Thank
I
you,
made my
Jersey
stealth check
gods of the Force. Luck is
Right?
with me tonight. You can just
So I
get on
rolled a-
calm and say, get down, motherfucker, like something.
Oh no, I'm not gonna say anything. That ruins the fun for me. So I got a 20 on stealth. My camo suit gives me an additional +1. So 21 plus the range penalty. He's probably got to roll.
Did you
a
switch
25.
into your real camo suit? Because that awesome camo suit is only good against aquatic races. Just saying.
This is not my Namoidian camo suit that's strobing.
Not the aquarium. Okay.
Yeah.
Because that would be funny.
Nope. So like a DC 26-ish to spot me. And if he spots me, he's not flat-footed. But if he doesn't, he's flat-footed.
So, like, as a reaction, I have to.
Well, it's just to see, you know, if I like failed my rehide after
the last shot, right? And everyone gets a
Yeah.
perception. Okay, and now it's relevant because you're shooting. Okay, I got you. Perception of 3, I roll an 18, so it's like 21. So no,
plus range modifier, yeah.
squint in the bright sun.
Squint.
No. No.
All right, so I think this is right.
What do you got?
12, and I'm going to spend a force point to add a die 6 to that. See if I can tap him. Here we go. So does a 17 hit his flat-footed?
Yes, it does. That is my flat-footed.
13 points of damage.
13 points of damage. Question is, which guy is it? Pretty sure this guy is taking a hit, and then let's see. It's 4, 1 dead. 13. Leaving me with this many. Okay. Takes a shot. He moves. You know, he's got his arm up in front of his face, and you don't want to try to like pierce the thick biceps, so you go for the lung shot, and then he twists down as he's attacking Rahal, and you hit him, but he just kind of lumbers. You know, you didn't kill him, but still a good shot, sir.
Still a good shot.
Doctor.
All right, so that's.
Oh, sorry. What else you
I
got?
was going to say that's one action, right?
Yep, that's a boom. Now you got to move with a swift or 2 swifts.
All right. Can I take a second shot?
No, you only get the one standard attack, kind of. So you guys are higher
Okay.
level, right?
Then I will rehide.
Rehide.
Just to make it hard.
Yep. And 36. It was never here. The bullet covers its tracks. The doctors later are like, there's no bullet inside this man. I don't understand. Can't prove anything.
As you see the bullet run out and take the elevator.
Yeah. What's going on, man? What is going on here? All right, Dr. Leth. Dr. Leth. Dr. Leth. One moment, Mr. Dr. Leth. So Leth, sorry.
Yes. Noting that that Merrick is now standing in the way, could I, if I crawled forward, could I perhaps see the Matradomo and the Transocean on the platform at the very end?
Oh, you can see them now. They're raised up in the air, and they have cover because of the guys in front of you. But
I can see them from where I am then. Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, I'm going to spend a destiny point to automatically get an automatically critical hit.
Oh, snap.
Really? You got one of those
Yes.
left? I don't. There's been a lot of Destiny floating around this season. Are you
My
sure you-
last one.
Okay. So
Yes, so
you
I'll-
are. May I ask why you're targeting the Matradomo?
That is the person whom I've been targeting before. I didn't, having been knocked down, my character wouldn't have noticed if their appearances suddenly shifted. I was targeting the Matradomo.
Well, we threw a stun grenade. This we saw, and then out of nowhere, we're all knocked on our ass by what? Another stun grenade that we didn't see. Some force. Very strange. We'll have to sort that out in the aftermath. Now, even with Poser being right next to us, this all happens simultaneously. Haas might be, see him slap and see the guy just, a dude lifts into the air by himself and goes, pig flying over. Pigs can fly now. Okay, that's the use of, that's suspicious. But it was cool enough. I really liked that. It was cool. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I not kill him with an X dead enough for you? Here you go. It's like you guys drew.
There wasn't any, and Zin was asking. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll remove it now.
Okay. No, that's fine. I thought that was cute. It's like, oh, I'm not good at fast on the trigger. You guys got to draw your own craggly X through my dead guy. Right. So, Leth.
Yes.
You believe he's a VIP target? Yeah.
He does seem to be the one that's in charge of the situation, and
okay.
I had previously shot at him before.
Yeah, and somebody looked like him did something commanding.
Exactly.
But okay. So
that is a 21 damage originally, but that is not the crit damage.
Well, you want to auto hit, auto crit with a destiny point, right?
Yes.
And you rolled 3d8.
Yep.
And if you
Plus
hover over it, that's
4.
an 8, a 1, and an 8, and plus 4. So for 21. So you just double that. So you would take 42. Free 42 points of damage. Thank you, destiny point. You just dump it on a target.
Yep. That'll do it.
Where do you hit him? In the eyeball.
Now, is it a free crit? Or is it a free hit and crit?
I was under the impression that it was a free critical hit, which means that it would be a
both.
critical.
Is it? Okay.
It's both. Yeah.
Okay.
You just
so
right in the frickin' eye.
So the meaning of life and blah 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 and everything of this guy, even at maximum 37, once again Leth shoots a dude in the face. And it just and you just see the robes, is that legal? And down the major domo goes. And the big question is, which one is the Force user? Is it the major domo? Or
Never question the power of science.
Logical
Okay,
deduction.
that is a force point for Dr. Leth. I'm giving it.
Sustained. I was just thinking of the song, she blinded me with science, and then you hear in the background, science! And he's just shooting over his friends, science! Science! Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh man.
Science rules.
Yeah, so we pretend not to like each other, but you see how connected
Suddenly
Aiden
your
and I...
Arcadian starts looking like Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, how connected Aiden and I are. He's like giving out my force points before I think of them. It's so beautiful. Science! Okay. But this fight ain't over yet, boys. It might be, because I think I might have I've done something to the turn order that I can't retrieve. Dina. Dina goes and waits and such. There we go.
Oh, and I'll also spend my swift action to second wind.
Okay, now you're just showing off. All right. Dr. Leth for the win. Dina is holding the bad guys. What have I got left? I got a GAurdian that took a hit and is hovering over Poser and is going to come down on him with his axe. I got a GAurdian that took a hit and he's hovering over Rahal, again, down with the axe. And I got a Transdoshan. Let's start with the GAurdians. 1 little, 2 little piggies. Poser. 3 + 9, 11.
Misses.
Plus
Nice.
5 because you're prone. 16.
Fuck.
16.
Fuck! Sorry. Sorry, viewing audience. I meant to say, bantha shit.
Is it? Well,
That's
the system runs on 5s. I'm assuming if you're prone and I'm over you, it's a +5 to hit you, as opposed to Yule +4.
Let's
I can look it up, but
Okay.
I'm
Look up your doom. Rahal,
Yeah.
16 + 5, 21. Down, down, down with the axe. Down, down, down with the axe. Dun, dun, dun.
How much? 21?
21 to hit you.
I'll spend a destiny point to negate that.
To negate the hit?
Yep.
Do you have any left?
Oh yeah. I still have 2. After negating that hit. That's right.
What?
The destiny is strong with this one. That's my first destiny point this level.
Jesus.
I think I need to do some listening back because I've been hearing a lot of Destiny this, this season. It's like, I know you guys get 1 per level, but I was like, really? Anyway,
Well,
I'll believe you.
we each have, should have 4 each.
Would,
I've used all mine, so.
would you like to know the damage you would have got that I'm going to shunt onto Poser?
Yeah, what? But no.
10 and 7. Oh, that really hurts. Oh, plus 8.
17 hit points.
No, more
Plus
because
8?
it's +8. So that's
That would have killed
25.
me so dead. Yeah, I would have been dead.
25 points.
Worthwhile destiny point if I've ever had one.
There you go. And again, he just quietly screws Poser. No, Poser. The plussing of the hitting of the proning is it +5?
It's a
yeah?
+5.
Okay, 16 hits you. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, take 25 points of damage a la Vibro Axe, sir.
Shit.
God.
son.
Well,
damn it.
say goodbye to your Jedis, boys.
Oh,
You-
don't you
you're
have a
gonna
force
make a-
point left to like save yourself?
I'm dead.
He's dead.
I have nothing.
No.
You're gonna make
Hold
a
on.
great healer.
Hold on.
I am going to make a
you've
great
got-
healer.
You've got 1 round.
We'll see. We'll see.
No, I think since I died and that beat my threshold, I believe I'm true dead, but I'll triple check.
I
Hang
think
on.
he is.
Hang on. Big suspense
no.
moment. But let me finish with my bad guys. I'm still trying to shoot you up and live in the moment. Transdoshan, trading fire with Haas. Merrick shooting GAurdians. So I think I'm going to make Haas my target because Rahal's giving a wee bit of cover. So the Transdoshan is going to... Where are we here? Where's my gun? Blaster,
Dude,
rifle,
I'm prone.
+7.
I can't give cover.
Yeah, but I'm madder at the guy that shot me. Auxiliary cast
Fair
dies
enough. Fair
first.
enough. Fair enough.
Auxiliary cast dies first. 9 plus... where was it? 7. So 16. Does that hit you, Haas?
Yes.
It
No.
does. No?
No.
Oh, there you go. See?
Aha.
Aha!
Nowhere close.
Okay. And before... Yeah.
Oh.
and what? And that's the end of the round, and we'll see you next time as Poser is bleeding out and Rahal is on his knees and Merrick is badly wounded. There's a Transdoshan left. There's a couple GAurdians. I still think we're in this fight. Say goodnight, everybody. Say goodnight, Zen.
No!
We will not go into this night.
Paul